Hello everybody, welcome back to the channel guys. Going to try to cover a lot here. Grab something to drink, get relaxed, and we're going to get into a good video today. I'm sorry it's been so long. Just going to try to cram in 3 different takes into one video. I really should break this up, but since it's been so long and I've been getting so many requests, I'm going to do it today. Happy Halloween. I've got a lot of stuff coming at you guys in the future. Maybe do some live YouTube videos. We're going to talk about maybe doing some Monday Night Football and see how that goes. But let's get into this Christopher Mitchell video because you can't make this kind of stuff up. Okay, so you have this guy, Christopher Mitchell, talking about, how do I say this? The world's coming to a civil war. Wow. You know, civil war is coming. And he's agreeing with Robert Kiyosaki. At one time, I was a Robert Kiyosaki kind of a, you know, I don't want to say on a bandwagon, but endorse what he said. But let's just say his book, way overrated. I mean, if you have any kind of education, you've had any kind of parental upbringing, everything you get in these self-help books is what you should have got from your parents or your grandparents, your education. I mean, it's simple stuff, people. It's simple stuff. Let me condense Robert Kiyosaki's book so you don't go run out and buy it because he's made literally tens of 20s of millions of dollars being author, YouTuber, public speaker. Way overrated, and he likes blowing smoke and making hype. He's had failed businesses. It's not like this guy is, you know, he is what he is, but he's not. I know a lot of people push him. I'm not one of them. The book goes something like this. Assets are good. Liabilities are bad. Make sure you have income producing assets. Make sure you don't spend a lot of money. Make sure you're not wasteful. Make sure you don't do bad investments. It's basically rich dad, poor dad. He had a poor dad and his best friend had a rich dad, and he made a book about it. Catchy title. Information that anybody with half a brain should have got by the time they were 24. So, I mean, assets are good, liabilities are bad. Know the difference. Have your assets make money for you. Have your assets go up in value. Have your assets make you passive streams of income. Okay, y'all don't need to buy the book. Sorry about that, Robert, but let's face it. You're far from waffling back and forth on subjects, and don't listen to him about anything about crypto or anything else. Just like Christopher Mitchell was the crypto king. Nobody knows about crypto. Although, I'm going to tell you a little fast, quick crypto story. I was at DraftKings watching the Astros the other night, and it's amazing. I met a guy that made 175 million on Bitcoin. Absolutely incredible story, and have no reason to doubt his veracity. And I also will say another buddy of mine that I was there with, he knew a guy that made $8 million in crypto over the course when it just came out in '09. So the stories are real. So we'll see. I'm not an endorser of any crypto right now. It hasn't done anything, and everybody's, has their own opinion. Okay, so let's get back into civil war is coming. Stacking cash. The sky is falling. Everybody needs to hoard money. Well, hoarding money and spiraling inflation is probably an okay strategy for now, but you're losing money. Interest rates are going up. Probably get yourself a money market, a CD if you want to just be safe. I'll get into something else about that because stocks and ETFs and everything are on sale. America is not going to collapse. Christopher Mitchell's scare tactics and BS, he's an idiot. A downright stupid moron. I mean, it just pisses me off that he's going to come out here and make this noise about civil war and how bad the economy and how things are going to get. This is the cycle of an economic system. You see it go up, you see it go down, you see housing go up, you see it go down. You know, he's 40 something years old, 42, 43 years old. I'm 10 years older than Christopher Mitchell. Okay, I've seen it all. The key to it is to start young. Start at 22, live a stable life, live on less than you make, and don't do stupid crap. You know, don't gamble. Don't think you're going to go to the casino and gamble in Martingale and lose. I've had so many people, and guys, if you emailed me, I've been in touch with you. If you've texted me, I've been in touch with you. If you called me, I've been in touch with you. So guys, I get so many emails, texts, calls. You know, I enjoy each and every one of you. So keep the emails and texts and everything coming. And I appreciate, you know, there's so many people that have reached out to me that have been scanned by Christopher Mitchell. It blows my mind. A lot of them have seen the light. I believe Brandon Wingardner has seen the light. I think that romance is over. Good for you, Brandon. Reach out to me. Reach out to me. doublejackpot01@gmail.com. You know, the whole thing is I've gotten so many people. You see the way he talks down to people in his group. He can't. That's where Christopher Mitchell's his bad qualities and his bad scamming tactics are, when he loses his you know what. He loses his mind. He loses his composure. You saw him at Ohio State last year when he lost that game, and he was going to burn his jersey and never support Ohio State again. You know, you see the meltdown. Let me tell you something. Nothing's going to collapse in the United States. These markets have been doing this forever. This is a buying opportunity. Buy when people are fearful. Have we reached a bottom? I don't have a crystal ball. I don't know. I thought we might have reached a bottom 2 or 3 months ago. But let me tell you something. It's a long marathon. You know, you're investing in the markets. It's a 25, 30 year minimum, you know, investment. It's not get rich quick. Okay. Can you get rich quick? Yes, you can. But I'm just saying, hold your jobs. Don't listen to this panic thing like, oh, I got to go out to the casino and make a boatload of cash. You're not going to. Once you get hit in the mouth and lose your bankroll and you have a bad outing, you're not wired like he is. Your DNA does not say gambling degenerate. I'm going to go hawk. He even says he's going to go get payday loans. He's going to go hawk stuff at the pawn shop. He's going to do gambling degenerate stuff that you don't want to put your wife, spouse, family members. You don't want your kids seeing this crap. This is bad stuff, people. Which leads me to the video I saw Tuesday. He's talking about how he won these games and God somehow came in mysteriously into his life and said, oh, he's got a winning ticket when it was a losing ticket. He called the casino, tried to tell him it was a loser, whatnot, you know, such BS. But he showed all these winners. He's never met a favorite he hasn't liked. Loved it. He was just bragging about it. He was explaining to you what a money line was and how great he was. And boom, 3 days later, I guess the Dodgers and the Braves beat him up pretty bad. And he's now out of sports gambling. Greatest sports gambler, best everything. He's the best at everything he does. Best scammer too. Let me tell you something, people. Don't fall. I saw the video where he was, you know, talking about how great he was in sports. Sports. He was going to give you his picks. Don't believe anything this guy says. I mean, I'm serious. The best way to make money in gambling, if you got to have an edge, is probably sports, to be honest with you. Baccarat 50-50. Blackjack, I guess you could have great odds. The rest of it are negative expectation games that you're going to lose. I was at the casino watching. I walked away winning $50, I think. Under $50. I think it was like $35. Anyways, walked away a winner, had a great time, and got to watch the Astros play, got to watch Alabama lose. And overall, it was a great weekend. And I'm going to tell you, sports gambling. I lost my train of thought. So going back to what I saw, I watched people lose $4,000 a hand watched people lose 2,000. I've just watched people lose. I don't know what they do for a living. I've seen some real, I don't get into judging people, but let me just say this. They probably do not have the money to lose. You lose $4,000 a hand. That guy's the same guy that would probably not go out for a nice dinner, you know, on a nice dinner, or go to a restaurant. He'd probably be going to Kentucky Fried Chicken, or not dogging it. I'm just saying he'll have no problem losing $4,000 on several hands, but he's not going to have nicer things. And that's the gambling that I'm trying to tell you. It's going to ruin your life. It's going to stress you out. Oh, stress. Who doesn't think gambling's not stressful? If you're going there just to have fun, it wasn't stressful for me this weekend. You know, it wasn't stressful for me because guess what? I didn't give them enough action for it to be stressful for. You know, that's just not going to happen. You know, I don't even know. Played a little bit of sports bets, but let me tell you something. Not a big deal. Probably not over $20 wagered on any of these games. I think I might have made 30 or 40 bucks on a couple of sports picks, and 30 or 40 bucks in the casino. But anyways, not enough to get excited. I didn't have to think martingale, didn't have to think cash advance, didn't have to think about going to the pawn shop, didn't have to think about running to the ATM machine. So just think, Christopher Mitchell puts out this video about great sports picks, the greatest, the GOAT. I guess you got to take those GOAT shirts back, Christopher, because then I get people bombarding me with, and I love, hey, keep the stuff coming because I don't watch a lot of his videos. So I really rely on all you guys. I don't care if you think it's trivial, send me the clips, send me the information. I don't want to mention your guys' names because we haven't talked about, you know, I want to keep your, you know, anonymous if that's how you choose. But thank you guys. So he does a video because I guess the Dodgers and the Braves and other teams cost him a lot of money. I think he said somebody told me the Chiefs cost him a lot of money. Let me tell you something. You do this sports stuff for high stakes, you're going to get beat up. You're going to lose. And let's face it, he just woke up one day and said, I'm going to be a sports gambler. It takes years and years. You just don't wake up. You're kind of molded. You learn each year. I would say I've been sports gambling for over 35 years. 35 years at least, maybe longer. And you learn a little bit each year. Some years aren't good, some years aren't bad. But the denominations I play, I don't really care. I've gone years where I didn't play anything. I've gone 5 years without playing something. But you still have experience in it. It's you kind of learn how to take advantage of certain situations, especially in college football. Basketball's tough. Baseball, you can. But I'm just saying, he doesn't have the experience. You just don't wake up one day and say, this is what you're doing. If you do it and you're successful, you just have a lot of luck on your side, or maybe it's something you're good at. But you have to study it. Okay, so let's say that about sports. I'll get off of that because he just, you know, you look at the guy and he looks drained physically and mentally. He looks drained. And let me tell you something. The only worst thing about, let me tell you something. I get so many, and guys, I don't want to mention your names because I get so many of these emails. And I really, if y'all do have gambling addictions and problems, try to slow it down. See what you can do online to try to get some help. I know it's tough, but have so many of those kind of emails. You know, you guys that are investing in Christopher Mitchell strategies, paying him $5 grand, $10 grand, $500, $400 a month. Let me tell you something. If you guys want to make money, again, reach out to me. I won't take a dime from you, but I'll tell you how to better suit and better invest your money. Way more than Christopher Mitchell is. And I guarantee you, if you're looking for get quick rich, don't contact me. If you're looking to do something that you can do with your spouse, your significant other, your family, reach out to me. I'll give you all kinds of ideas, and you can choose what you want to do. But absolutely free. So he's stressed out. Stress, his back hurts, his elbow hurts. He has all kinds of pain. He doesn't know what's happening. He's getting all these massages, chiropractors, so on and so forth. Gambling will take its toll on you. It's like any other disease, whether it's alcohol, drugs, porn, whatever you're into, it'll wipe you out. Addiction's an addiction. You know, I've read horror stories about gambling addictions, and I already have dealt with, you know, friends and family with the other addictions, and it's tough. It's very tough, and there's other addictions, but so he's laying in bed and he has this aha moment. Maybe Stacy's a little sick of somebody running around screaming at the television about a fumble, an interception, a turnover. You know, he says these professional baseball players suck. They're no good. That's what all gamblers that are losing say, you know. That's why your family members don't want to be around you. You know, they don't want to see you sit there and have. First of all, if you're a millionaire and you're melting down in front of about a game, you shouldn't be doing it, Christopher. You have no control over yourself. You have no self-control. You're a gambling degenerate, and you're sitting there blaming sports. Sports is probably, like I said, the best way if you're going to try to make money. But you can't play all the games. You sit there. That's when you know he's a loser. He's got 4 games going. He's got money on every single game. Every single game he's bet on. You know, when you're betting on every single game and you're not selective, that's a telltale sign you don't know what you're doing. And then when you're playing money line favorites and he has the favorite in 5 or 6 or 7 different plays and that one favorite loses, it's gonna happen. Rule number 1: don't have a big favorite in more than 2 parlays. Matter of fact, don't even play parlays. You're better off probably looking at some kind of teaser that has the same odds. And the point spreads being put in your favor would probably help you out more than one team losing and you're wiped out. But anyways, best you just play them straight up and live for another day and don't even get involved in his crazy stuff. So he says he's in all this stress. First of all, anytime you go into a casino and you're doing what he does, it's stress. Stress doesn't know the difference between a baseball game, a football game, sitting at a baccarat table, playing blackjack. Stress is stress. Gambling stress is gambling stress. You're saying you want to have control over the situation. Christopher, lay your bet down on the team you're going to bet on and don't watch the game. You won't be stressed. Just go in and tune it in. Go get a score later on. I just fixed your stress problem. Don't watch it. Guys, the reason he watches it because he wants to have interest in it, like any gambler, and he wants the dopamine rush watching play-by-play. That's why he's wired. He's for the dopamine rush. If you're in it for making money, don't even watch the game. And if you got a large sum of money and you're going to bet on sports, the only way you're going to be able to bet on it and be successful, seriously, you really have kind of an edge to mitigate your wins and your losses by betting live. Give you an example. You take the Dallas Cowboys -7 and maybe the quarterback goes out. Maybe there's an injury. Maybe the game's not going the way it should be. Maybe the weather conditions change. Whatever has changed, and you can get out of the game by having a live line, and you can either take the other team or somehow get the line in your favor and live to play another day. There's ways to do it, but to be successful, if you're betting large sums of money, is to play live when you can. And a lot of people are saying, oh, double jackpot, that's the worst thing you can know. No, man, I've been doing this a long time. If I can bail out a game live, and I'm talking less than 20, 30 bucks, it works. Does it always work? No. Does gambling always work? No. But if you're going to play like he does, you almost have to go live action. You know, those are facts. And it's a way to lock in a for sure win and, you know, try to win more. But anyways, I see him saying he's stressed. So he doesn't want to bet on these millionaires that are losers because gambling degenerates. I used to watch all these touts that had their shows. They did the same thing Christopher Mitchell did. They blamed Warren Moon. They blamed Joe Montana. They blamed Tony Romo. They blame everybody. You know, that's the way the game goes. You know, do I think sports is rigged? That's a whole nother video. But anything that money's bet on, you can bet assured that, no pun intended, that it can be rigged. Um, Having said all that, he has these moments where he's such a con man, and I've had so many people say they're so sick of him. Some people have left him. Some people have come to me and asked me what I think. Guys, there's a zillion videos out there. Other channels have posted videos. Watch everybody's video. They'll tell you this guy's bad news. Why would you give him $5,000 for a mastermind group? I can tell you where to invest $5,000 that's going to be with you for a long, long time to make you money month after month after month. If you guys are looking to get rich and you're going to invest $5,000 with some total stranger loser, come to me. Go online and get educated on how to invest your money wisely. It's not that difficult, I promise you. I'll be glad to help you, not ask you for one dime. I lost my train of thought there for a second because he is quitting gambling because of stress. And he had this huge tirade online on his Facebook page about, Stacy, I can't control what they do in sports. I can't control the outcome of the games. I want to be the one that controls it, whether he's playing baccarat, roulette, because we all know he has control over the white ball. We all know he has control over the cards. We all know how, he doesn't even talk about card counting. So this guy's all over the place. But, understand this, he's a master of recruiting people. Look how many dopes were on that boat. That's what I called all of you guys on that boat that were over there at the buffet and the cheese tray, listening to this jerk off tell you about life. He has no formal education. Not that that's a prerequisite for knowledge, but he has never held a job, which is kind of a prerequisite for knowledge. He has no hard assets. He doesn't invest in real estate. He doesn't have anything but the cash he flashes on camera. And even those were mixed in with fake bills, so you don't know what to believe. And he does these donations to charity, which we never seen proof. We never seen proof of anything he has, other than when he shows cash and puts it through a cash machine. Who cares? That's the only thing keeping that family together is the dopes that go on the yacht to give him money. The dopes that are going to meet him at these places. People, I see you guys, and I am calling y'all dopes because invest in yourself. Do what he's doing. Put your money to work. If you guys don't have the wherewithal to get into real estate, invest in the market. Now is probably a great time to start looking to get into positions in companies. I'll help you with that. I told you that. It's really a great time. Buy when the country and the market is fearful. Buy. This is the buying opportunity. Matter of fact, when I see the market drop 600-700 points, I'm not panicking. I'm getting deals. And I'll be rewarded when this goes green and goes the other way. I promise you, America's not falling. This happens all the time. It does. It does. And real estate in our areas isn't falling because there's too many investors looking for deals. Okay? Don't believe in Christopher Mitchell. He's going to get you to the promised land by taking a large bankroll and going to the casino. It's not going to happen. Here's a funny thing. Somebody emailed me. They were playing and they lost a ton of money at, I think it was Caesars. I think they got wiped out. They lost 10 grand. Then they went over to Resorts World and lost the rest of their bankroll. So they got hit pretty hard. They got banged for about 10, 15,000. And I guess Christopher Mitchell shared with them, he keeps his videos on his 3-4 laptops and his TVs running 24/7. That's how cheap and how he tries to nickel and dime everything he can get from his YouTube ad revenue. He has 3 laptops running on his channel. That tells you a little bit about somebody. And TVs, and then he does, he never shows you what he does. He shows you some Visa thing where he sent some charity. There's enough charities in the United States you can invest in. You can help out. He's always talking about it. And when people tell you they're helping homeless people, helping you do this, helping you do that, helping you, it's like when people are sitting there telling how great God is, and they're gambling and telling God's helping them win games. I promise you, God's not watching the Astros game. I really, maybe he is. I don't know. That's a whole nother issue. I mean, I'm just saying he's not worried about whether that ball falls on the roulette table, odd or even, black or white. I really think that's, Christopher Mitchell's always got some excuse for his luck. He didn't have any luck at Ohio State. It was God on Michigan that day. You just blows your mind. And I'm not the kind of person that gets on religious tirades. I'm just making points at what this moron says. He thinks by dropping Robert Kiyosaki, and that name, Robert Kiyosaki, it's not some worthy name that needs to be, oh, this guy's some guru genius. The guy's worth tens of 20s of 30s of millions of dollars, but he's done it through selling books of crap. The book ain't nothing special. Like I said, if you had any kind of upbringing or education or anything that you can educate yourself, it's nothing that's going to just better your life, okay? You can get all the stuff online for free. Free. And personally, I think the guy's a con man too. And if Christopher Mitchell mentioned his name, like he does Keith Craft, another con man. All these people, if you're dealing with Christopher Mitchell on a one-on-one basis, or you've crossed his path, then you gravitate towards real losers and real con men. And you guys that are on the boat, I hope y'all learned your lesson, because let me tell you something, you cannot do that. You're not going to do what he does, okay? You're not going to do what he does. Build your wealth now, but don't try to do it through gambling, okay? Stress. Heck yes, it's stressful. Anything you do where even he said this in one of his videos 2 or 3 weeks ago, man, I got to go to this casino with my money and it's stressful. I got to go risk money to make for my wife and kid. Go get a job, Christopher. Crying out loud, go get a job. I mean, I couldn't imagine having my kids watch me walk through the door telling them, God, I sure hope the Dallas Cowboys or Michigan or Alabama wins today. I hope I can do good at the casino. That's not a positive role model, and it doesn't bring out anything in you. Go get a job. Support your wife and your child the old-fashioned way. Go to work. He's not geared that way, people. He's geared to making money off of suckers. All you boat people that were on that yacht, y'all were suckers. All you people that are in his mastermind group, y'all are suckers. Y'all are fools. All you people that click on and telling you he's the GOAT, or if they're fake accounts, who cares? Because he obviously has a following, because he's ripped you people off of y'all's hard-earned money. That's our facts. That money's gone. And that's how he explains it. This is how a gambler will explain to their significant other / wife what a loser they are. Well, honey, I got that money from Wingirter, from Bruce and Dave and that guy Mark, that guy Doug. So it's not like, and we got to go on the nice yacht ride. So what? I blew, Christopher, you just blew $40,000 on your gambling. You don't think this is bad? You're going to run out of suckers eventually. Hey, Christopher, listen to Stacy. You're going to run out of suckers eventually. Eventually, these suckers are going to dry up. You're going to have to come up with a new scheme. Think about how this guy's hopped around. He went from notebook papers with 6 things for $700. Then he went to some PDF files for $600 or $700. Then he went to a $100 Facebook group. Then he went to a $100 inner circle. Then he went to a $400 inner circle. All lifetimes. And then you guys get kicked out. He talks down to you people. I don't even understand how y'all can fall victim to him. The people that went on that boat, the yacht, go to meet him. He talks down to his viewers. I'm honored to have each and every one of you guys tune in. And even the competitors out there that do channels, y'all do a great job. I don't know why everybody just can't do videos together. I mean, my claim to fame is not to take down Christopher Mitchell. My claim to fame is to educate people not to give him any money. When people don't get money for doing what they're doing, then they stop doing it. Okay, does that make any sense to you? If you guys just quit doing it, he's irrelevant. Okay, if they take his channel down, that's a plus and great. You know, if I misspoke and said, yeah, that would be the best possible scenario, but I'm not the YouTube police. I've done reported his channel, and I can't keep, you know, YouTube, you know, he's really, maybe he's on his maybe he's on the verge of getting out, because there's other channels that are working way harder than I am. Okay, I'm gonna try to venture into some financial and real estate flips and real estate ventures, and showing you guys what's available other than gambling. I've shared some deals out there with you guys. And all I can tell you is there's a lot to cover in this video, and I promise you I'm going to recap it in three sentences. The sky's not falling. No civil war's coming. You know, America's going to be fine. Invest in yourself. And when he goes to saying stack cash, let me just tell you this. Stack cash can be a lot of different things. It can be called an emergency fund. It could be a reserve fund. It could be a simple savings account. You should have 2 or 3 emergency funds. You can label them how you want them. One can be for a true emergency, and then one can be to take care of things that aren't really emergency, but you need to take care of. You can have all types of different accounts, okay? So stacking cash, probably not a bad thing, but investing in yourself in the marketplace right now is probably a good thing. I would highly endorse that. Do not, you know, let's also say this. If America's completely crumbling down, which if you look at some of these gaming stocks, Caesar's Palaces went from $100 a share 8 months ago to $30 a share, somewhere in there. So, I mean, this is what happens. And I remember when Caesar's Palace went from $5 to $100. So, I mean, I've seen it go from $5 to 100. I've seen it go from 100 to 30. But what I'm going to say is this: if the United States, and we have a market collapse, and you have this quote civil war, however you want to define that, people aren't going to be gambling in the casino. They're not going to be. Actually, they will be, but they're not going to. That's going to be one of the things they cut out of their lives if the world's really in that bad a shape. Guys, I hope you guys do have your jobs. I hope you guys aren't gambling addicts. And I hope you have seen the light and you won't invest in Christopher Mitchell. I hope you won't join his inner circle. Get out, dispute it with your credit card, dispute it with whoever you think can get your money back. Dispute. Guys, don't pay him in cash. At least if you pay him on credit card, you may have a chance on getting your money back. But this guy's bad news. Think about it. The way he keeps his addiction going is by playing off people that are suckers. This guy's never held a job in his life. The only job he's ever admitted to doing besides MLM is being an Uber driver. He didn't share that with us that you know, till it was convenient. Just think, he never shared his first car with us till it was convenient, till he got the his other car that he's so proud of. Big deal. Driving around in a depreciating asset. So guys, you know, I hope if you guys want to see any other videos or any other information, leave it in the comment section. I'm going to catch up on a lot of these because I don't want them to go so long. So please, if you guys have not subscribed already, please, it'll do the channel a lot of good if you subscribe, like the channel, feel free to share it. To all you guys who have left me emails, text messages, phone calls, thank you guys. And I'll talk to y'all in the next video. Have a great weekend.